just roots.
Ah, that makes sense.
So we don't have to go to other things if we don't want to.
That's fair.
But
Hello, everyone. We
oh,
are doing. Oh, hold on. Let's test audio.
yeah. Whoops. Sorry. No, I can
Hello,
hear it.
everyone.
Sorry, my
We.
audio is
Oh,
there. Yeah,
cool. We can hear.
it's working.
So today we're doing some Discord and organizational cleanup. We're trying to get the Discord a little bit better for everybody. Our goal here is to kind of refactor the way that the channels are structured. So we took all of the pre-existing channels that were just kind of out in the middle of nowhere and put them inside the organizational grouping. Give me just a second. Come on, OneLeaf, let's go. Okay, so the other goal that we were trying to get is this onboarding channel. And the goal is that when people join, they have one channel to look at. Currently, like in the start channel, when people join, it gives them a bunch of crap. And basically, what we want to do is just say, hey, go look at the onboarding channel, and then the onboarding channel will tell you like interest, introductions, rules, and so on. But it should also give you a better idea of what all we do and how to get started, because that's something that's we've got a lot of feedback on that we've needed to work on for quite a while. And I just finally had the idea for onboarding because like the OneLeaf website will fix this issue in the future, but um, for now this is the best solution that I could come up with. But yeah, we're looking for some feedback on what else we could add to here. I feel like I hit all the things that we do. I feel like I might be forgetting stuff, but yeah. Now we need to change the bot commands. Um, okay, so in the Discord mods channel, we can pull up. What's that bot's name? Zira.
Change the permissions on the onboarding so no one can put messages in there.
Ah, that's a good idea. Okay, so commands. Join. Z/join list. Okay, so we got to list all of the current start messages, and then we want to remove the current one that's out there. So it's Z/join remove. And then let's list it again just to make sure. Okay, it's empty. Was it add? And then we want to add, so we could say, I forget how we had to format this in the beginning. You just put message? Okay. How does that sound, Zach? Please see the onboarding channel to find out more about OneLeaf and how we can help you.
Where? What channel are you posting this to? Oh, okay, I see it now.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Preseason. Yep.
Oh, you can embed JSON? That's so cool. Oh, it didn't add. What did I do wrong? Do I have to put text? Ha! Sweet.
Cool.
Should we add something about them not being able to see the start channel anymore?
Uh,
That way they're not confused?
did anyone actually look at it?
What do you mean?
I think people saw the message. Like some people saw the message and like instantly did the thing and like didn't care about it, and some people like just stayed in there. So, I mean, I think we should leave the start channel. I think it's
Okay.
so useful.
Yeah. No, I just meant like should we say something in the onboarding about the start channel won't be visible once you make an introduction?
Because I like, yeah, I I don't know. I've had someone message me and it's like, hey, can you give me access to the help channel? It's like, should I say like, okay, but I'm gonna remove you from the start channel? It's just kind of weird to bring up. I don't think they really care, and besides, no one else is invited to the start channel except for eggs and new members and a few of the kind of rolled people, project owners, moderators, or some of the root people, or us. So it's not really a beneficial chat because you're not chatting with any of the members. So it is a little of a wall to that. So I I see it as more of them coming into oneleif and like coming through the wall. That is the start channel, kind of like the introduction and that stuff. So I don't think it's a big deal of saying that, hey, you're not going to have access to that anymore.
As I'm thinking about it, all the people that are like in OneLeaf already don't see those join messages at all unless they're branch or whatnot. Do we just make the channel public so people can see all the new people joining?
You can't just bring that up and ask a question, and because I'm just gonna say no. It's more notifications. That's the
Oh
reason why
yeah,
we
yeah.
did it.
That was
So
why it
unless
was.
you
That's
bring
why it
up
was.
some reason why the newest person that just joined needs to know that how many other people are in start, or anything like
No, that's
that.
fair. That's fair.
Either if it's just chatting, because there is one message of someone joining, there's a message of the bot, or at least was how it is. There's a message of someone joining, there's the message of the bot, there's the message of us welcoming them, and then there's probably conversation after.
Yeah, that's just a
So
lot of
that's like,
unneeded spam.
yeah, and we really, yeah, I mean, and that's what I mean. There's kind of a wall because we don't want to disturb anyone in OneLeaf with that because it's not guaranteed anyone's joined at this point.
That's fair. I like that. Yeah, I just couldn't remember the reasoning.
Yeah, and the last thing was that now that we have rules, we really have to kind of be adamant on like, okay, you can like once you've joined, you have to follow the rules. Like the people in start haven't really joined, so I don't hold them accountable to the rules because they don't have all the permissions. They're more of a guest, I'd say. I like, and I don't know, like Discord, and this is all based off of Discord and everything. So for Discord, there's public servers now. I don't know how to get us as a public server. I wasn't aware. I kind of found it out by finding it. Um, but I think that they have like a guest role or something. Um, but it's a lot easier for people to kind of view your Discord before joining. So I hope that we can, get some of those changes in of opening our Discord up because it is open. We've been spamming the link everywhere. But if people could find us by searching on Discord, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, any avenue to find us is good.
So I think we should just keep it as is. I think it's good until we potentially become a public Discord server, and then at that point, I think we, reevaluate the start channel and the joining process.
Oh, in server settings, there's supposed to be a server discovery button.
Yeah, it's not there.
Yeah. Huh.
I think it's limited to like bigger and more thriving communities that are like more verified. It's so annoying because Discord
Oh yeah,
has
only
their
verified ones.
verification or their partner
Yeah,
thing, and we can't get partner status even though we're a registered nonprofit, so it doesn't help.
that's such a
So we
pain.
have to play the waiting game with Discord.
Yep. All right. Well, um, we'll have to wait until somebody joins and see if that start message works better. I'm hoping it will.
I'll just kick you.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Can I? Do you want me to just leave the server? Oh, I'm gone. And then we can go to YouTube and click on the. Oh, you're just gonna send it to me. That works. Haha, I'm back. Okay, hold on. Don't change my role or anything. I want to see what all I can see. So the root channel is visible, but it shows as locked, by the way. which is weird. Hi. Thanks for the welcome. That's funny. Okay, so you can see streaming. I think streaming they shouldn't be able to see when they first join, right? That just kind of clutters it up. Oh, they can't see general to start. What? Hold on. Can I take my own role away? I cannot. Boot me from it one more time. Please. Oh my god, I was talking to myself the whole time. I forgot I wasn't in the voice channel.
Yeah, no, like, he's gone.
Will you remove my role again one more time? I want to see what all channels they can see. Okay, so they can see the root channel. It just has a lock on it.
Okay.
They can see the streaming channels, the category. I don't think that's necessary to start. Right?
Yeah, I would lock the category.
Really?
So
Well, we want them focused. Like, we don't want them to have access because if they can go in there, Sabian, go message in streaming discussion. He should be able to. Yeah,
yeah,
see,
I can
he
message.
can message, and he's like a new member that
So
hasn't,
I'm thinking new member has access to all the organizational channels and the general. They can't see the general category.
Oh.
And they don't.
That's
Okay,
weird.
you can add my role back.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to get rid of streaming, career, non-English, and archived. So
But
streaming.
if they can't see streaming, what if they like want to listen to the stream?
Okay, streaming is fine. Yeah. Edit the.
I don't know because like at that point like anyone can join
Oh,
any link and constantly join and make a new account while we're streaming and join the chat and join the message. Like it potentially affects us the thing of like how we had the public whiteboard Sabian.
is this kind of like before they
Yeah.
become a caterpillar?
Yeah, this is before they haven't
Got
given an
it.
intro, they
Okay,
haven't read the
so
rules, they don't have any interest or anything.
but once they have become like a caterpillar or whatever, they can see streaming, right?
Well, once they've done
Okay,
an introduction and read the rules and put their interest,
then they can.
mainly once they've done an introduction because they can, change their interest and obviously we apply the rules. The main thing is getting an introduction.
But after that point, then they could see.
After that, they have access to like any channel that isn't hidden behind an interest flag or an
Okay.
interest role.
Okay. Sorry, there was some sort of confusion in my head about that. Do we see archived?
Okay, boot my channel. Boot me from root one more time, please.
Okay.
Are people?
I can still see archived. What in the world?
Oh, someone just joined.
Did they? Yay! The onboarding thingamajig works.
Say hi, Sabian. It's like you're welcoming someone as a new member. I love it. Right.
Okay, so we can get rid of career and archived. I don't know why they can still see them. But we need to add the general channel so that they can see it.
Okay, so career, edit, permissions.
I
All you
put
need to
X on all of the things for new member.
I don't see new member on here.
Add me back.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Sorry.
take care of it for you.
Never.
Cool. All right, you're back.
Okay, so for archived, if you go to edit category, permissions, new member can't create an invite, manage the channel, manage permissions, manage webhooks, or read text channels and see voice channels. Is there just like see the text channel? I'm curious. How come we can't see the general category? Well, what's with those permissions? Oh, they just don't have any of them. All right, that's what we'll do for the other ones. See if that fixes it.
Oh, hey.
You find it?
Look, exactly what I said would happen. Hey, what's up?
I think for some reason Discord automatically puts people into voice channels when they first join, because I see a lot of people
No.
do it.
No, I just joined the voice channel with you guys.
Ah, gotcha.
Hey.
Okay, so they can't see archived anymore. What was the other one? Non-English channels? This is gonna make it so much easier for when people join.
After we go through all this, maybe we should go through what we plan to talk about with like all the projects and just our agenda.
Yeah, that works.
Why aren't we in the streaming channel?
Yeah, why aren't we in the streaming channel? Here, one sec.
Wait, yeah, why aren't we?
Yeah, see, that's better.
I'm gonna move public relations under organizational. That's not really a general thing, right? Or would it make more sense under work?
It'd make more sense under work.
Yeah, same with meetup.
Yep. Well, meetup is under organizational because that's still hidden.
Yep. Okay. So work or general just has general feedback and resources. That makes sense. Okay. Remove my permissions one last time and let's see how it looks. Alright, so I can see the original voice channels, I can see general, I can see streaming. Why can I still see career work and archived? I am so confused.
Sync them.
Oh, we gotta sync the permissions?
Move the thing out, move them back in or something, or click in it and then sync the permissions.
I no longer have permission to do so.
I have the power. Alright, try that.
Edit channel permissions. Permissions synced with career. Yeah. Oh. I'm so confused. Hold on.
Huh.
We're going to move you over here. And we'll sync your permissions. And then we'll
read
move
messages to know.
and we'll move you back and sync the permissions. And now if we go look at you. Yeah, it says it's synced, but they're not. Discord, Discord, Discord. Can I like shift click and do all of them? Damn, I can't. Alright, I'll manually do it.
You have to do it per channel?
You're not supposed to have to, but apparently it wants to be a butt.
Wow.
Why?
Oh.
What is it?
It's because it's not a private category. But that's so weird that others hide, right?
How do you make it like the category private?
You
Oops.
right click and create category and you can make a private category. And
Oh, all locked channels will inherit it by. Oh.
Yeah, but it's weird that some others hide when it. Huh.
Yeah, like the general channel isn't a private category.
Yeah, like none of them are private categories, which is weird that some of them hide.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back to it.
What's the direction?
What's in direction? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, yes.
Since last time it was just the onboarding. Oh, set up weekly hangouts for everybody, like voice chats.
Yeah, I didn't think we should set that up. It's just I think like we have to be like
That's kind of what this stream is for.
mindful of other like people's time, so I think we'd have to set up like 3 different times.
Or a whole day.
Well, it's like the longer you do it, or the more times you set up, the more likely people won't show up for, more things, or it'll be like really shallow. Like it'd be best if we had, 1 to 2 times, and then we'd have the most amount of people to those 1 to 2 times, or 1 to 3 times.
That makes sense.
But do we do it daily? Do we do it weekly? I think that's the question because it has to be accessible for multiple different people. And I don't know, maybe maybe we like rotate the
day on every
time
week.
every day through the week or every week. Yeah, I don't know. I think we should probably do like a poll and see like what time works best for when people would want to do a hangout or anything like that. And then if we have a lot of different times, we can, kind of do that approach. Otherwise, obviously we if everyone's settling on one time magically, then we can go with that.
That works. We can just make a when to meet, or when one meet's done.
Yeah, I don't care. Whichever works.
That reminds me, I need to add a channel for one meet. Okay, let's go through the project updates. Sound good?
Yep.
So for the OneLeaf website, designs for V1 are on track to be done this weekend? Question mark? Are the landing page mobile designs done?
I have to check with Fardine on that, but I did. We talked about him working on that this week. I know he uses a lot of design system stuff. That's why I'm like question mark.
Got it.
But as far as everyone else's, that's the only one besides like mobile nav, which I'm working on.
Okay. The active projects and meet the team pages are in progress. Ooh, they're looking good. And Will is working on, Will, Arcus, and I are all working on figuring out Google Analytics because basically we don't want to have like their API key public in our repository, but we're gonna have to figure out some workaround.
Yeah, Google Analytics would be nice.
The other option that we were looking at is possibly using some open source web analytics so we could just like run the server on our instance. But that'd be a lot more work.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I don't know. We'll just find something basic, and then we can always, have a project to make our own analytics or anything like that. So
Yeah. OL Go, as we've talked about, is still on hold until all the designs are done. Swift UI kit, Zach. Anything?
go to the repo. Forget the last thing. I think
Dang, you're
there's
up to
something.
27 stars. Nice.
I think there's some things added or whatever, some niceties or stuff. Kind of waiting for saving stream to catch up to go to issues. Oh my goodness, I should have just gone myself. So I know Oscar was working on the WWDC student challenge little playground thing. So he was using collection views. So he'll be doing the collection view soon. So hopefully we'll have a collection view kind of like we have a table view in here. I've made quite a few tickets for any new person that would like to jump on to get a project. So I'm kind of waiting for a lot of those. But other than that, I'm writing some documentation and everything like that. So hopefully after we get all this done or all these tickets, we'll be ready for I think 1.2.
Perfect.
Maybe I don't know. I'll have to discuss with the other people what they think, but no, I'm excited. It's going good.
Bunny Hop, I didn't do anything on it this week. This is like the first week in a couple months I haven't done anything on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
Oh no, we renamed it. It's not named Bunny Hop.
I copied this from last week.
No, that's I would have copied it over doing Bunny Hop 2 and forgot about it. Instead of working on Bunny Hop this week, I finished up the Unity debug console, so like autocomplete and like caching commands is what is finished. So I just need to have some more people test it and make sure it's good to go. Will and Fardine didn't give an update on Philodex or Leaf Down, but I'm assuming they're also on hold until the V1 is done. For Economy Manager, a lot of the tickets this week were like exploit or investigation tickets. But What were the other ones? I got the basic layout UI loaded out for it. Stefano laid out all the storyboards in Google Drive. Hold on, let me open it in a different tab. It's actually kind of cool how he did it in PowerPoint. I think it worked out kind of well. But it would definitely be better to do it in anything else. So like he laid out like the main UI of like what it looks like. I know you guys are behind, but I'll just scroll through real quick because it's kind of cool. And then he started doing like a gameplay walkthrough of like how it would start, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we're in the progress of making all this UI and whatnot. Bread for the Journey, design and mockup in progress.
Yeah, we've been working on design and mockups, and it's been a slow process because obviously we don't have that much bandwidth with design, and all of our design efforts have been focused on the OneLeaf website. But hopefully after we get the initial MVP up, then we can focus more on that and have some more people work on that. But right now, it's initial designs and basic mock-ups of functionality and kind of reducing what they have right now and making it a better better user experience, and making the related elements closer together, because right now it's kind of like information spread out and there's a lot of repetitive things, so it's reducing that too. Other things that I don't see on here are, I guess, our streams that we have. So Sabian and I are doing streams weekly, and Sabian does C#, and I've been doing Swift. And is that in the event calendar? Susie's pointing at, like, is it later? You want to talk about that later? We've already talked about the direction channel. You can't just distract me now, like.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, well, let's just talk about that now then. Well, we've been working on kind of the introduction to C# and Swift, and we've had about 4 or 5 videos or streams kind of going into the introduction on how you go into the language. But now we're kind of going at it where we have projects. I think Sabian, you were working on a character API, character sheet API, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons.
Mhm.
And I've been working on a weather app. So we've been kind of going to that and trying to give examples of how to make a project and that stuff. So that's what else we've been doing, and I guess that's related to our event calendar. Where was that in general?
I've been scrolling through trying to find it.
Yeah, it's in general. I'll pin it.
That's a good idea.
All right, I pinned it.
Because OneLeaf has a Gmail account, and so we started using our Google Calendar on there. And so we put all our regular weekly events in there. So like this stream is our community stream, but then there's, again, Zach and Sabian do language specific streams, where they go through a project, learning it, kind of like a code along, if you will. And then like on the weekends we have our OneLeaf website meetings. And so all those are added to the calendar, and you can, upon clicking on those, you can add them to your own personal Google Calendar.
Be right back.
Ta-da!
Can you hear it? Can you hear us better?
About the same.
I noticed I was on the slow internet, not the 5. So I was surprised that you could hear us good that until then, because right when I looked, Discord was like very like red bar for streaming voice. I'm like, oh geez, we're probably robot-y.
I am robot. Beep beep.
So yeah, go to the pinned messages in general. Add those events to your calendar if you're interested on them, so you can get in reminders. Next topic was for the project showcase. I'm actually gonna pull up the video from the last one that we did. It's been quite a while, actually. Man, I forget how many videos we've made.
Yeah, we've been making quite a bit since we've been making it. I think, well, one weekly for a long time, and now we
And then
have
your guys'
4 weekly now. Yeah, that project showcase was a while ago.
Yeah, it is. So the point
It was
of
in
the
class.
project, what's that?
I was in class.
Mm-hmm. It was
You can
January
see
of
the
2019.
ugly charger and the ugly chairs. Oh no.
Oh, that's your old apartment.
So the point of the
Yeah,
project showcase is really to show off everybody's work in OneLeaf. In this case, the
Yeah.
majority of it was Zach and I's projects that we were working on.
We were so much smaller then. That's only a year ago. It's crazy.
This was actually Max's lava and portal shaders. God, they're so cool. And Zach was working on an iOS game. I was working on the precursor to Bunny Hop. And Rick was working on rendering a bunch of particles using Metal, which is iOS's graphics engine. But yeah, so if the point of showing you that is if you have something that you're working on, a website, a game, an app, like take a short video of it and send it to us, and we're looking at making another project showcase to show off, what all the members of OneLeaf are working on. We'd love to get you exposure. So if you have like a YouTube channel or something, we could, put a link to your channel in the description and whatnot. Anything else on that, Zach?
I don't think so.
Are we thinking like more personal projects or like community-based projects as well?
Really anything that you're working on.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
I don't think we should limit it.
just curious. Because then we could showcase some of like the dev and design work on like the website, for instance.
Yeah, definitely. I think the next project showcase would be kind of cool to have us like talking over the video and kind of explaining what the projects are doing and whatnot, rather than because like before they were mostly like game related stuff, which is pretty like easy to visually see. Whereas if we just like showed Figma, people would be like, "What is this?"
I know what that is.
We just need a montage with everyone recording like 30 minutes of what they're working on, and we'll just take snippets of it from.
Have you seen those where they clip together different videos and they like end up saying something? It's so funny. Or like singing a song out of it. I think that's the funniest.
Now those are funny as hell.
Mhm.
They remind me of the what is it? The bad lip reading.
Yeah,
Those are
that's
so
what I was
funny.
thinking of. They used to do it with like presidents and stuff. I don't know if they still do that, but it's so funny.
I'm sure somebody still spends that exorbitant amount of time finding clips. I saw one with Family Guy the other day. So yeah, we didn't have any fun topics requested this week.
Projects on the GitHubs.
What's that?
You want to show the projects on their GitHub?
Yeah.
Kind of bridging the gap of like, all right, we've been talking about them for a bit, and I don't remember us kind of like showing the actual repo.
So we have a ton of projects that have been made on here. How many repos do we have? 30. I think currently only like 10 are being worked on actively. So I'll just start at the top and work our way down and just kind of explain some of them, and if any of them sound interesting, we can go into them.
Yeah.
Sorry, checking the stream chat. So OneMeet is a .NET project that we just started like 2 or 3 days ago. It's basically going to be like a recreation of When to Meet, which is basically a website that allows you to like select times when you'd like to meet, create a name for the event, and then people can like select the times that they're free, and it'll kind of make a graph of everybody that's free. So we'd like a tool for that OneLeaf could use. We also needed a .NET project. Swift Basics is Zach's. It's a repo that he uses to keep track of all of the tutorials that he made for his YouTube series. Economy Manager is It originally was intended to be like a UI framework for Unity because we're going to make an idle game, but it's more focused on the idle game aspect right now, and then we'll be breaking out each of the components into their own little package, right? So, for example, um, actually, we can go to the wiki. I have it broken out into all the things that you could pull it out into. You could pull it out into like event systems, unit tests, the actual UI framework, something to handle really large numbers, and then an extendable class design and whatnot to handle like player data and whatnot. All the games that we've been working on are made in Unity, but I think that's more my fault than anything. I know other people have had interest in like bare bones C++ projects, but none of them have gotten up off the ground. The Unity debug console is exactly what it sounds like. Think of like having like a terminal inside your game, so you could type in a command to skip to the next level, so it makes it easier to like test your game and whatnot. OL Docs is our documentation repo. In the future, this is where we're going to hold like code standards, information about oneleif, components for Markdown, all of the logos for oneleif, and then like the footer. Like if you're a oneleif project, you'd have this footer on your repository. OL website -react is the front end for the oneleif website. So you can see there's always a lot of work getting done on this guy. On all of our repositories, or the majority of them, there will be a project board that will let you see all of the currently. Jesus, there's always so much being done here. But yeah, these are basically all the things that in this case, these are blocked tickets, meaning they can't be done right now. They're waiting on something. Backlog is things that need to get done, but they're not the highest priority. To do is what we need to get done right now. In progress speaks for itself. In review basically means the code's done, but we need people to look it over and make sure it's good. And then testing is part of being in review. And then once the ticket's done, you move it to done. So the oneleif website is broken out into 2 deployments. So if you go to just oneleif.com, this is the old website, and this website's only updated when we push to the master branch on the repository, whereas dev.oneleif.com is updated every time we push to the development repo, and you can see that the website looks a lot cleaner already without even having all the data in it. Vexton or Austin recently created a repository called Tavern Table. We may have to have him take that down because he said he might be a little too busy to do it. But it was going to be like a tabletop RPG Unity project. Jumping Jacks is a game that has been a hobby project of mine for a couple years. Basically, it's like a 3D platformer with portals. Open 3D models came from Jumping Jacks. Basically, it's going to be a collection of like 3D Blender models that people have made, and then each of the artists that make the models will have like their social links and whatnot. We have open 2D assets as well, for like vector art and whatnot. C# Basics is my version of Zach's Swift Basics. It's just the repository that I use. Like you can see that there's separate folders for each of the tutorials, so you can download the projects. OL Go stands for oneleif Go. It's the mobile version of the oneleif website.
You can see that spike in activity,
and then flat.
That's when I spun it up really quick to test the API, and then it was done. It's been blocked for designs and everything.
I'm gonna butcher your name super bad, but Viraj wants to see OL Go.
He wants to see OL Go?
Is there like a picture or anything that we can show him?
Let me see. I forget. No, I can take a picture really quick here.
Yeah, send me a screenshot or a short video of it or something. We'll show it to you when he gets it.
I'll do. 1 sec.
I'll just keep scrolling down the projects while you're doing that. Yeah, I said it right. Leaf down is Will made a play on terminally Will made a play on words. It's oneleif Markdown. Markdown is like in Discord, for example. If I were to type in a message, like if I put 2 asterisks on either side of something, it puts it in bold, right? So that's one version of Markdown. That it like kind of converts your messages from one format to like stylized versions of it. So we want to make some customizable Markdown tool so that we can make Markdown for our website, right? Like if you want to make a blog post on the oneleif website, you could just make it with Markdown, right? Rather than having to like type out HTML or something. This is So Zach has made a bunch of repositories showing off like test cases for Swift UI Kit. Swift UI Kit is his. So UI Kit is the old way, or I don't want to say old, was the standard for a long time on how to make UI for iOS apps. And they made a new way of doing it that's much cleaner called Swift UI. So Zach took the liberty, since Swift UI doesn't work on older versions of iOS, he wanted something that he could use at work that works similar to Swift UI. He used some Swift magic to make the syntax similar to Swift UI, but it uses it uses UI kit code. So his OL UI kit is the one leaf additions to the Swift UI kit, which is a fork of his repo, pretty much. If I understand it right, Zach.
Yep, you nailed it on the head. So pretty much, yeah, I have Swift UI Kit, which I hold near and dear and use at work or any project to, kind of spruce up and spice in UI Kit. And it's kind of old style to make it a little bit more like Swift UI and just more fun to write. So if anyone really likes Swift UI Kit, feel free to check it out. Feel free to contribute, but I try to keep it as lean as possible because I don't want to add a ton of bloat or add a ton of custom components that people won't use or people are kind of afraid of or need more testing. So that's where OL UI Kit comes into play. People can use OL UI Kit, and right now, if you click into it, Sabian, it has a few other things in Swift UI Kit that I moved out, like kind of partial metal kit support that Sabian actually was working on and got in, and a few other things that are more specific to
Dynamic table
um,
views.
yeah, just kind of, if you have an idea and you want to, put it in there, OL UI kit's the, great repo to do that. And it can always move to Swift UI kit. But OL UI kit uses that. But yeah, you hit it on the head.
We created the CS fundamentals -git repo for when we were doing the computer science fundamentals tutorial course. Basically, we used it just as a test Git repository. We could actually probably delete it now. Unity tutorials was my. I started a Unity tutorial series, but the C# one was taking up too much time, so this one's kind of on hold until I get to that point. But it's gonna be a collection similar to the Swift and C# ones. Philodex was a project started by Fardeen in Discord. His name is Pepper My Angus. Still such a funny name. It stands for Philanthropy Index. So basically, it's going to be used to it's going to be used as like a repository, or its long-term goal is to be a website that people that want to make nonprofits can go to, like a centralized resource to find all the documentation to start a nonprofit in their country of origin. Fardina also started this one. I don't think he's done anything with it. Aphantasia is basically like you lack the capability of visualizing things in your brain. So he was starting a knowledge base on like some articles and whatnot that would be useful. I believe this was also used for the Git tutorial. OL website is the back end for our website, so it's basically just an API that you can hit, like, log in, register, create post, delete posts, all that jazz. So it stores all the data and whatnot. This is actually an inactive project. Coffee Vampire was working on this for a while. It's basically an RPG framework that holds like state machines, so you could use it for like messaging with NPCs and things like that. Zach, is this your implementation of OL website using SwiftUI?
That was yeah.
Was that the
And
first go at OL Go?
yeah, that got archived for OL Go.
Got it. OL Go Android, Parshav was working on that for a while. We're waiting on all the designs. We want to have the website up as soon as possible so we can fix a lot of these issues. Zach has this me repo, which is kind of funny. Basically, he set it up so that you have your own little like social media built into GitHub, which is kind of cool. Is there an example of it down here? Damn, I was hoping you had a screenshot.
That one's a really quick static template to get up.
Oh, a resume.
Yeah.
That's what this one was. Yeah. Basically, he made this like super simple app that you can make your own little resume and publish it online super quick. And now we're getting down to some older projects. Body Clips was a project that Zach and I worked on. It's basically like an online version of Cards Against Humanity. Dungeon Master was similar to the tavern table that Austin wanted to work on. Basically, it's a way for you to keep track of like tabletop RPG games like Dungeons and Dragons and whatnot. I don't remember why we ever stopped. I think we just got too busy managing OneLeaf. We'll definitely come back to that because we have enough interest in it. And then Kata Solutions, we can probably archive this. This was solutions to katas or like coding programs, right? So you could see them in different languages. So you can see like the name of the kata / the language that it was solved in. So yeah, that's all the OneLeaf projects that we got.
I added the OL Go video if you want to look at that.
Did you post it in streaming discussion?
Yep.
Of course, it's a spoiler.
So the sign up, and I think, I think just the sign up right now was worked on by another member of OneLeaf that came in and wanted to work on it, and he used Swift UI. So those views are actually in Swift UI, but the whole app is actually in UI Kit, and the whole navigation is done with Swift UI, specifically OL UI Kit. That one OL UI Kit makes it so you can kind of navigate with UI Kit and then just show Swift UI views for like full like view controllers pretty much, or replacements for view controllers. But most of this is done using Swift UI Kit and just normal UI Kit. But it's meant to be kind of a playground of iOS experimentation. But yeah, so that's kind of the basic stuff. It was meant right now, or used right now, to test the API. So it at least is API wrapper for what we have in the what's live at dev.oneleif.api.com. So that's actually hooked with the API that we have right now.
Well, for those that are watching, that's all we got. But if you have questions, post them in the stream, and we'll happily do a Q&A at the end of stream like usual. Other than that, Zach, you got any ideas of what to chat about? We got at least 10 minutes left.
Let me think. You want to go through OL Docs? Did you kind of show the updates of what we did with the rules and that stuff?
Yeah, let's go look at that. Okay, so we'll just go look at each of the folders. So we have some code standards for JavaScript and Swift. I need to add some C# code standards, but they're pretty standardized from Microsoft. Under information, we have information on partnerships. So like what we like to be able to offer and what that would include if we had a partnership with another organization. We have the rules and guidelines for OneLeaf, so that way we have some sort of legal ground to stand on if anybody gets upset about us revoking rights to the Discord or something like that. Basically, don't be rude, don't post anything bad, you'll be fine. Markdown components. So we have the project footer, right? So you can just copy the project footer, right? So like for example, if I go to jumping jacks, at the bottom of at the top of my README, I do a little bit of description of what the project is about, and then at the bottom I have the footer. So it kind of shows that this project is a OneLeaf project. So it includes links to how to join the Discord and whatnot. I forgot to. Is this on master branch? It is. On development, it's updated. Yeah, it includes our website and how to contact us. A little bit better formatted. I don't think. Yeah, this one is the updated one. Okay. So yeah, we updated this footer recently. So if you start a OneLeaf project, we'll ask that you put this at the bottom of it so that if people are interested, they'll know who to contact. Other than that, if you're interested in putting any of the OneLeaf logos on your projects, we have all the logos in here. So you can see, for example, the transparent one.
They may look kind of giant. I try to save them quite large. That way they'd be high quality if you try to size them down or anything like that.
Man, I'm kind of sad that everybody's busy today. I was hoping to have a big chat about how the onboarding was going to work. Did you guys read through that? Do you have any feedback? I think it's a lot easier for people to join now they have an idea of what all we do without having to look at the website.
Yeah, no, I think that's good. I think, I would be on the side of maybe adding more would overwhelm them. Like,
That's also kind of what I'm thinking.
I have a nice monitor and it's almost, taking up the full room of Discord. So if I have to scroll for a message, especially on mobile, then where most people are using it,
Yeah.
I think it's good.
Okay.
I read through it. I thought it was well written.
So I started the one meet project, right? The project that I got the C# guys on.
Yeah.
We were waiting for the repo to be made and the channel to be added. They were waiting on me for me to talk to you guys, and so they've made this little channel called C# Homies, and they have the one leaf logo, and they just put the C# logo in the top left, just so they had somewhere to chat in the meantime. I thought it was super funny.
I love it.
Dude, I am so happy they added folders. I have so many Discord servers. It was a pain in the butt to manage beforehand.
Yeah, no, I don't have that many.
I need to leave some of them. Not gonna lie. I don't know. I just like poke my head in them every once in a while. Like a lot of them are places people ask Unity questions, and sometimes I get a burst of wanting to answer people's questions.
There you go.
And then plug one leaf when they're like, "How do you know all this stuff?"
Oh, cool.
Yay! Thanks, Veronica.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, do you have anything else?
I don't. I do not. I mean, we can just sit here and play Rocket League on stream. I mean.
Oh, that's just Oh, that's too good.
Oh, I
Yeah.
just got your message. We can end the stream and we can just go to the chit chat channel if we want to play Rocket League and chat with people.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll
Okay.
we'll be chatting in the chit chat channel or the game channel or that stuff if anyone wants to ask any questions or anything like that. So
Well, guys, thanks for watching the stream. Hope you enjoyed. We didn't have anything terribly. We didn't have a lot planned, but we filled the hour.
yep. Thanks. Have a nice week, guys. We'll see you this Sunday. For if you want to tune in for the One Leaf website meeting. But otherwise, have a nice week.
Thanks for tuning in.